Hey guys, Rex here, and welcome back for some more Empyrion, Galactic Survival. Last episode we went back to the MS Titan and tried to find some loot in the buried parts, but unfortunately we got really unlucky with our loot. We barely got anything, and then we died at the end of the episode because we got poisoned and I was silly enough to not use a med kit, and I thought I could get back to my med station in time, but apparently not. But today I was going to show you how we take on those towers like a boss with our new turret, but on the way, I managed to flip the speeder upside down, and these things, as far as I know, do not have a way to rotate them back up. So, I was thinking either I could dig a hole underneath it and try and flip it back over, or I could get a mob to come over and try and push it, because I can't push this thing, but I know that some mobs can push it. Let's see if there's any more damage blocks here. Alright, so not you. Okay, let's go hunting quickly for a mob. Maybe this guy. Come on. And I don't know why this happens, but every time you open the game, it gives me a huge lag spike whenever I use the scope for the first time, so I apologize for that. And now we have the Ochiog coming over, I think. Is he coming? Did I hit him? Oh, I think he's coming. Okay, we're gonna see how this is going to go. I think what I want to do is I want to get him like over on this side and have him come like this and try and push the speeder. Alright, he's coming. He's walking on the water like the mobs do in this game. And here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, come back here. We need you. I don't want to have to kill you. Come on. Come on. Okay, better get the alright, come on. Yes. We did it. And now I'm stuck inside like a genius. Oh, here we go. Alright, you can... I might even let you have a bite of me because you're such a good boy. But... oh, there you go. You got your free bite. Now you're dead. Well, it looks like that problem's solved, and I'm super happy about that because I did not actually make a backup before doing this, and that would have been really unfortunate if we couldn't get our speeder to flip back over. But today, guys, we have something really awesome to look at before we even get started, and I don't have any room for this. Maybe I'll eat some of these. Empyrion has had a new patch, okay? Now, it is a minor patch, 3.2, but I am super excited for this patch, guys, because they have added a couple of new models. As you can see here, the cargo box model has been changed. I'm not actually a huge fan of this, but what I am a huge fan of is just generally the fact that they are going to start making this game look so much nicer, because you'll notice the graphics in this game right now aren't the best, right? And it is in pre-alpha, so that would be why that's the case, but I wasn't sure as to where they were going with the graphics. But as you can see, they've updated the player model. It looks super awesome now. It now has a backpack, now has a revised helmet, and I can also take off my helmet. I'll do that later in the episode if I remember, because the male model has had basically plastic surgery and no longer looks, well, he only looks like he's a little bit stoned now. But they made a statement saying that they're eventually going to replace most of the models in the game with newer models, and I'm really excited about that, guys, because this game is just going to look so cool, and I'm not sure why my stamina keeps going down here. Let's get some oxygen, make it fill back up. Anyway, the one really cool model that they changed is the RCS unit. There's one in here, but I don't want to take this thing apart to show you. Maybe I'll show you later in the episode, but the RCS unit looks awesome now. And as well, they've changed the food processor, which no longer looks like a giant space toilet, which is awesome. And it now actually looks like, well, some sort of sci-fi food processor, which is really cool, and I'm really loving that. I can't wait to see what kind of new models they add, and textures and whatever. But I'm going to make my way over to this tower, and I want to show you how we take out these things like a boss. Alright, so we are here, and I'm going to show you guys how we take out these towers. But before we move on, I just want to point out that you guys will probably all scream at your screen when you saw that I got bitten by that guy, because he did poison me, and I didn't actually notice until I watched the footage back, and then I looked back at my game screen and I was like, oh man, my health is at like 20%. So I used one of my large med kits that I have here, And yeah, so we're all good now. And also you can see after the update we've got these new slots. Currently they don't do anything, they're just there, but they're going to be for when we get a, what are they called, a tech tree system, right, for the game. And right now you can take your helmet on and off by clicking here, but I'm not going to do that because we can't breathe on this planet. So, let's show this tower who's boss. Oh, oh, there we go. Took it out. Let's move a little bit closer because that is the one that will eat our faces if we don't take it out right away. Okay. Are the other ones in view yet? This is a hill. That's sort of bad. Okay, let's move right here. And get back in our amazing turret. Bam! Alright, I think we took out the towers, or the turrets rather, and they didn't even get to see us. I think there might be one still there, I can't tell, but I am playing in 720p and it recording in 720p, so I don't want to get too close until I've confirmed that they're all dead, and I think there's one staring me right in the face. I can't even tell. Let's zoom in here. Huh? Oh, yeah, there's one right there. Let's... was that a bad idea? Maybe it was a bad idea, because maybe he's going to start shooting at me now. Okay, let's try again here. Oh, I'm a horrible shot. Oh, we got a drone there. Can you see him? There we go. I'm a horrible shot. There we go. Drone is dead, tower's dead, and we can go in and take out the loot. And I don't know, we got some glitchy plants. Okay, oh, we got another drone. Let's do this. Alright, back in the turret. And open fire. And I missed again. Come on. You can't hide from me. Apparently he can. Well, maybe he can't hide, but he can run. And I can't hit him because I stink at this. Oh, there we go. Oh, now he's going all over the place because I hit him. Oh, I don't think he's going to be a problem anymore. So let's get over here. Come on. And let's see what we have for our loot. Really? 3 bullets. And it's not even a... Who was that? You. Oh yeah. Eat some. Alright. Let's move in and quickly loot this tower, and then let's get on to what I was actually planning on doing this episode, and that is building our base. I finally crafted all the things that we're going to be needing for that, and then we can build our base. Oh, hello. No. Okay. Crap, that was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea. Okay, I gotta be really careful now because these guys will one-shot you. Or maybe 2-shot, I don't know. When I was doing it before, somehow this guy killed me in like 2 shots. But that didn't seem to do much damage. Oh, I'm out. Come on. Why is he not damaging me? That's so weird. The previous time I fought one of these guys... Oh yeah, that's a good amount of loot. The previous time I fought one of those guys, he did like a ton of damage and killed me in 2 shots. So I don't know what was up with that. I do want to show you, however, that I've been looting a couple towers and drones, and we've got all this. That is crazy. Check out all these resources, and I still haven't gotten the ones from in there yet, obviously. Over here, I'll show you, this is my plant supply. We've got lots and lots of weapons now. I found a shotgun and another rocket launcher. I think I might have showed that last episode. And we have plenty of spare oxygen and our oxygen here. These ones here are for use with the oxygen station, and then these smaller ones don't give you as much oxygen, but they you can use them without an oxygen station, which is awesome. So let's run over here real quick. I'll just take a peek in the chest, and then everything else we'll do off camera. And I will see you back at the base after we're done. So if I can actually jump up here, that would be great. Some guns and lots and lots of ores. More ores. And lots of parts. We've got some charges too, so that's really awesome. So I'm going to pick these up and harvest the core, which is awesome because it gives you lots of pieces. And I will see you when we're ready to start building our base. Alright guys, time to get started on the base. But first of all, I must point out that apparently in the patch they made it so you can place any of these gray blocks here, not these ones at the bottom, but any of these ones onto small vessels and hover vessels now. And you didn't used to be able to, and that's really awesome because ramps and these angled pieces and windows and stuff, you can really make things look cool with them. And I'm just so happy that they made it so you can place them on those now. Which is awesome. But I wanted to show you guys some of those new models. So right here we have what used to be the space toilet, which is now looking absolutely amazing. Check this out. That looks so much better than the space toilet. It actually looks like some sort of scientific food station, and we've got some detail down there with the cables. You can see it looks really, really good. And I'll show you the new male player model now that I'm around my med station. I can just stand in here. You can turn around, look at me. Come on. And if I take my helmet off now, I'm just going to continuously heal, but I will suffocate, so it will be a bit weird. It's a bit like LSD mode right now, but you can tell that the guy doesn't look horrible. If you didn't know what he looked like, he looked a lot worse than this. And this is sort of inhumane, so I'm going to put my helmet back on. Sorry, guy. And yeah, I wanted to show you the new RCS model actually. So let's actually make one of those right here real quick. This guy, you can sort of see it here, but just so that you get the idea of what this looks like, I'm going to make one, and then we're going to put it on our hover vessel. There we go. But as you can see, I've been making some progress. I started working on the pillar in our base, and I've made a whole bunch of things. Let's quickly wait till this is done. And here we go. So, I've made all sorts of blocks. I'll show you. I put them in the hover vessel here. Right here, we made all sorts of stuff. Some of it is still on that platform, but we've got all sorts of blocks, fridges, oxygen station, growing plots, you know, fuel tanks, you name it, we've got it. We've also got some lights and some antennas for decorations, and we got some of this. We got elevators. We actually have bathroom blocks, which I'm going to be using for something other than a bathroom. But I want to show you the RCS model because I think it looks awesome. Where can I put it? Let's just put it right here. Check that out. It looks like some sort of gyro or something. It looks really, really good in my opinion. Way better than what it did before. You can see that there's just so much detail on it, and the texture is really high resolution, and it's just... I am so hyped for these new models, guys. These new models are just going to make the game look so much more awesome. But yeah, I can just dig that and get everything back that I used to make it, as you can see right here. But I'm going to keep working on the base, and I will be back to you. Alright, the base is looking pretty awesome. So as you can see, we have sort of an octagon shape going on here. I've built it up, and we've got a platform made out of these interior blocks, the same thing we use for the floor in the other place. They have that sort of texture that makes them look like a floor. And then we've got some angled pieces down here, and some more angled pieces there, and some windows up at the top, which you can't really see through, which is a bit weird. But, okay, let's go check out the inside here. There's not much on the inside, but I wanted to show you sort of what it looks like. So we come up the elevator here, which I've extended to go all the way up to the top. And in here you can see that from the inside of the windows we can actually look out. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got this nice octagon shape going. And so yeah, that's all I've done so far. So I think next I'm going to finish off the shape of this by adding another layer of the blue, and then another angled layer, and then more flooring. And this guy got damaged somehow. There we go. And then I will see you once again when I'm done, and we've got the whole shape done. And I fell off. Alright everybody, so as you can see, or maybe not see because it is the middle of the night, finish the shape, the whole structure of our base here, and the last thing we have to do is the interior. So, I've also added some lights on the side so you can sort of see where it is. They don't really help because the lights more shine outwards rather than onto the base themselves. But what I'm going to mention is, in the update, what they did is they changed the day-night cycle to be twice as long, so we have twice as much day to record and do things in, and twice as much night to, well, the periods are twice as long. It's not like we get more and more, but you get what I mean. We have to wait longer before we can record again, and it's sort of annoying. But as you can see, we can come up here, and the interior is fully finished, and I've extended the elevator to go all the way up to the top here. And we're going to be putting a couple things on the top, including a turret, which I have yet to make, so that's the last thing we're going to be doing. But I've made a whole bunch of stuff here, you can see, and this is all the stuff that's going to be going in our base. So let's start with the top. I want to put some antennas on here, so let's see. We got some fancy antennas, so I'll put one maybe on the edge here, is that right? I don't want to mess this up because I have to recraft it if I mess it up. Let's see, let's put the... these are weird. Like this. They don't seem to be like symmetrical in any way, so I'll just plunk them down. One there and one there. And we're going to be putting something in the middle so that won't look so funny after. And let's see, what else do we have here? So, let's start with the essentials. We've got fuel tanks, and I believe this way goes to the landing pad. Let me just double check that. Jetpack, and no. Alright, so this way's the landing pad. Okay, so that's correct. I wanted to go this way. So we're going to put some fuel tanks here, and I'm actually going to put these on the ceiling. I thought that would be a cool idea. If I could rotate them, let's do like this. Let's do 3 fuel tanks on the ceiling like that. Looks a bit funny, but it's pretty cool, so let's fill these right up. Oh yeah, that is a lot of fuel for our base here. And then we want the generator, which is going to use that fuel and turn it into power for our base. And let's do... is this in the middle? Yeah, like this. Alright, looking good. And I'm going to add some rooms here afterwards. We're going to divide this base into like 3 main rooms, like a 2 slab rooms and a hallway. Okay, what's next? We want medic station, oxygen station, and oxygen tank. So we're going to be putting these guys, one here, oh, one here, and the oxygen tank is going to be in the middle. And I'm only going to put 1 oxygen tank. I really don't understand what the point of these things is, because there's like no space to put oxygen in them. There's like, if it was like huge, like a big storage box, then it would be actually, it would actually make sense. But right now it's like you would have a crate to put the oxygen bottles in and then just shove them in here whenever you want to use them, because these don't hold anything and it's a bit redundant. But yeah, so now we can step in here and it will refill our oxygen using the bottles in here, which is really nice. And we can step in here and heal our health, which is awesome again. And you probably can't see much, so we're going to add some lights in here. We're going to use these round interior lights, and here's the thing about lighting in this game. Ooh, that's blue, we don't want it blue. The thing about lighting in this game is that lighting causes a lot of lag because it's like dynamic, blah blah blah, it has to be computed and all this nonsense. But it causes a lot of lag if it reflects off of other blocks. So the lights on the outside, for example, don't cause basically any lag because they're not actually shining on blocks. But if I put lots of lights in here, we're going to get lag like flowing out our ears. So we're going to really have to be sparse with the number of lights we're using. So I'm actually going to go in here and we're going to find that light, round interior light, set it back to white because I think that's the brightest. Looks good. And then we want to put one here and one here, maybe? I think here. And yeah, so this is where the side rooms are going to be. And then on the other side, let's see if I brought it. This is where our plants are going to be. So I'm going to swap out the floor for some growing, what are they called? Growing plots, and we're going to grow our plants on there. So what I'm going to do is put 1, 2, and 3 of these bathroom blocks. And then on the bottom, we're going to put our plant grow lights. And these need to be above, like 2 blocks above this area. And as you can see, it illuminates sort of this 3x3. I can show it up better here. This 3x3 cube here. And then we're basically going to replace the whole floor on this side with these growing plots, which will allow us to grow plants. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're done there, and now we just have to put in our growing plots, so let's do this, like so. And I actually discovered an exploit while I was building this base, and it turns out that you can do this click and drag thing, even if you don't have enough, oops, I forgot this one, even if you only have like one item in your slot, so you can sort of duplicate blocks using that. But I'm obviously not going to be using that exploit because I don't do that. I don't use exploits, and you know, that's there just because it's a pre-alpha game, but it's going to ruin the fun if we do that, so let's not do that. Alright, so we got all our plants here. We're going to put the plants in later because I don't actually have that many, and I want to do some research and choose which plants I want to use. And then over here is going to be sort of our kitchen and our main room. So we're going to put cargo boxes up against the wall. Oopsies. Maybe I can't really do this. Okay, like this. Okay, there we go. We're going to put cargo boxes here and up in the ceiling against the wall. And that's going to be our storage. Wow, that's nice and big. 5 rows of 7. So it looks like we're getting, if I can do math, 35 slots times 6. So that's quite a bit of storage. We're not going to be needing much more than that. And then our constructors, I made 2 so that we can sort of do some simultaneous crafting, are going to be side by side right there. And then lastly, we want to put our brand new non-space toilet food processor right here, I think, and then we will put the fridges right here. Okay, we're going to rotate them like this. There we go. We have plenty of fridge space now. 3 times that 35 slots, which is way better than our tiny little fridges in our ground vehicle that I've been using this whole time. So as you can see, it looks a little bit weird, so I'm going to add the walls that go here and here, and then I think we'll be done the base except for the very top. So I'm going to do that, and then after that we're going to work on the turret on the top. And it looks like our base is finally complete. Well, almost complete. We're just about to add the finishing touches, but as you can see, I've added some walls here. We've got some angles and some windows here so we can sort of see into the next room. And we've got some doors in between like this, and in here, yeah, we can't see this way through the windows. I really like these windows, are pretty cool. And over to the other side, we've got sort of the crafting and food room. Very cool. It's pretty well lit in here. Well, not super duper well lit, but lit enough so that you can see at night, which is awesome, because then I can record when I'm in my base. So 2 things left. The first thing is to plant some things. So we've got 21 slots here. We've got, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 plants. So that's plenty. For now, we're just going to sort of spam these down. So we'll go durian fruit there, tomato there. Because I know you can destroy these and put new ones. So wheat, let's see, what else do we have? Corn, pumpkin. Probably should have put these in some sort of pattern so I don't have to destroy them if I want to do it. And proving fruit. And all of this stuff is useful for, you know, making things. And actually, I forgot to make the 3 other ones. The aqua fruit, the cave something? I don't even know how to pronounce that. And the aloe vera. And I'll make those off camera and plant them down. And those are the 3 other plantable plants. But they're also plantable on terrain, and you don't get them in the ship. But this is the moment you guys have all been waiting for. The final touch to our base. So as you can see, I've added some doors here, some more ways to get out. But I've also made this bad boy. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, we are ready to blow some things up. Let's give this a go. Anybody want a piece of this? Huh? Nobody around. Everybody fears me now. Ha 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 ha. You want some? You want some, piece of corn dog? Oh, I got obliterated. I should probably stop destroying these useful plants. Let's see. Wow, this is amazing. Come on, something spawn. I wanna shoot something. You, rock. Oh, this is so fantastic. Alright. I wonder if this thing shoots by itself. I don't think it does. But now we have some firepower on our base if anything decides to get in our way. However, it does make holes in the ground, which I'm not a huge fan of. I really wish they would remove that. And there's actually a type of turret that doesn't make holes in the ground, but unfortunately you can't craft it yet. But for now we're going to have to do with this amazing rocket turret on top of our base. You can see that I made it so the elevator goes right to the top, and then you can just get in the turret right from there. Like that. Super awesome. And yeah, so that is our base. Let's go and see if we can take a look from the bottom. Oh yeah, that is looking really cool. That was a lot of fall damage. Alright, so that looks like our new base is more or less done. Actually, it is done. There's not really anything we need to add to it other than plant more fruits. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. And if you did, then a like would be much appreciated. And follow me on Twitter at NanoRexMC. But thanks for watching. Yes, no, thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you next time. Rex out.